Live 5 News starts now with breaking news.
All right, folks, this breaking news just in the Harvey Weinstein rape case. The jury has found Weinstein guilty of third-degree rape and first-degree criminal sexual conduct. He's been found guilty on 2 of the several counts against him, but the former disgraced movie producer has been found was acquitted on 2 top charges against him, predatory sexual assault. The verdict followed weeks of graphic testimony from a string of allegations against Weinstein from different women. Throughout the trial, Weinstein stuck with his claim all of the incidents were consensual sex. Weinstein also faces separate charges in Los Angeles. Let me repeat what just came in. Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced movie mogul, has been found guilty of third-degree rape and first-degree criminal sexual conduct. He could go to prison for years on those charges. Now, starting today, we are covering a week full of politics here in the Low Country as Democratic candidates for president are invading us here in Charleston, you might say. Tonight, 3 of the Democratic presidential candidates are taking the stage at CNN's first town hall. This will be at Meminger Auditorium downtown. Senator Bernie Sanders, former Mayor Pete Buttigieg, and Tom Steyer will be the first 3 candidates here in South Carolina, taking questions from a moderator and the audience at these town halls tonight. Right now, by the way, the latest CBS poll puts Joe Biden on top in our state, followed closely by Bernie Sanders. The former vice president, that is Biden, is in first place with 28% of the vote, according to this new CBS poll. Bernie Sanders, a close second with 23%, followed by, of all people, a dark horse. Tom Steyer has come up from almost nothing to be in third place. He's followed by Elizabeth Warren and then Pete Buttigieg. After tonight's town halls, 6 candidates will appear at the next debate, and that is Tuesday night at the Gilliard Center, 2 nights from tonight. Then on Wednesday, there will be another round of questions and answers with Mike Bloomberg, Vice President Biden, Senators Klobuchar and Warren. CNN has already handed out tickets for tonight's town hall events. The first candidate will take the stage at 9 o'clock tonight at Meminger Auditorium. The town halls and tomorrow's debate, the big debate, of course, is tomorrow on CBS. That comes just before the South Carolina primary, which is this coming Saturday. So you've got the CNN town halls tonight. Then the big debate is coming up, sponsored by CBS, tomorrow night. And then our primary is on Saturday. By the way, if you're intending to vote in our South Carolina Democratic primary, you must be registered to vote by now and have a valid ID, voter ID. We've got details of your requirements to vote on our website, and that is live5news.com. The Democratic candidates aren't the only ones coming to the Low Country. President Trump will be here on Friday, that's Friday night, trying to steal the Democrats' thunder. He's holding a rally at the North Charleston Coliseum Friday night. You know that's going to be packed. The event is free to attend, but tickets are on a first-come, first-served basis. Make sure to follow our team coverage on Friday. While Trump, the president, is in town, his campaign rally at the North Charleston Coliseum at 7 p.m. And then don't forget, the Democratic primary itself, we will have team coverage on Saturday night throughout the evening on Saturday. President Trump is in India for a 2-day state visit, his first there as president. He met with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and they're expected to hash out disagreements on security and trade.
The First Lady and I have just traveled 8,000 miles around the globe to deliver a message to every citizen across this nation. America loves India. America respects India, and America will always be faithful and loyal friends to the Indian people.
The president took the stage for a massive rally in the world's largest cricket stadium in India. He spent the time praising Indian democracy, their prime minister, and he also praised Bollywood. Back here in the low country, let me give you a live look outside right now. Look at those clouds creeping in. The temperatures aren't bad. It's fairly nice for this Monday afternoon, but the rain is on the way. Joey's in the First Alert Weather Center right now. So, Joey, the big question is, with all of these reporters and candidates in town, when's the rain coming?
Well, we're going to have to dodge some this afternoon, Bill. Also some rain on the way for tomorrow. Later this week looks much drier, but it also looks like we cool down once again. So a lot going on again this week. Live view outside right now. Lots of clouds, and you can see lots of light rain on live Super Doppler Max. Everything is very light. Some drizzle, some sprinkles here or there, and some light showers in some areas. But make sure you have the umbrellas ready to go. If you're headed out here at the lunchtime hour, you can see these showers moving in from the west. In fact, we'll back things out and show you there's a lot more where this is coming from. Right now it is light, but could be a little bit more steady in nature as we go through tonight as we await some energy back to the west. And you can see that rain approaching I-95 as we head towards midnight. Temperatures right now, one nice thing about what happened this morning with the clouds, the temperatures were not nearly as cold as they were in the morning throughout the weekend in the 20s and 30s. We started out in the 50s, still in the 50s inland, but now in the 60s along the coast. So if you're making some afternoon plans, take the umbrellas with you. Make sure you're ready for that as the kids get out of school. Some light showers out there, kind of scattered about. It won't rain all afternoon. We'll talk about those higher rain chances and, yes, the drop in temperatures again. That's all coming up in just a little bit, Bill.
All right, Joey, thanks so much. Thousands of people expected to pack the Staples Center at L.A. today to say that final farewell to Kobe Bryant. It's been almost a month since Kobe was killed in a helicopter crash along with his daughter and 7 other people. Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna were laid to rest during a private memorial service earlier this month in Corona del Mar in California. Tickets for today's services ranged from $24.02 all the way up to $224. Those prices, as well as today's date, are in honor of the number 24 jersey that Kobe Bryant wore and the number 2 jersey Gianna, his daughter, wore. Proceeds from the memorial are going to the Mamba and Mamba Sita Sports Foundation. The service for Kobe Bryant begins in the next hour. Again, that's out in L.A. at the Staples Center. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange back in a London courtroom today for a hearing to decide whether he will be extradited back here to the United States to stand trial on espionage charges. The UK getting a high-profile request to deny the U.S. request to bring him back. That request to not bring him back is coming from the family of Harry Dunn, who was killed in an auto accident with an American diplomat's wife. She later fled the country. Now Dunn's family is urging the UK not to extradite Assange back to us as long as the U.S. refuses to send the diplomat's wife back to Britain to face charges in connection with the death of Harry Dunn. The White House appears to be getting ready to ask Congress for money to help contain the coronavirus. This comes amid growing fears of a larger outbreak in this country. Aides have been working throughout the weekend to prepare this request. They say the White House could send it to Congress as early as today. The U.S. has 36 confirmed cases of coronavirus so far. 14 Americans who tested positive for this disease returned to the U.S. this week after spending weeks on the Diamond Princess cruise ship docked off the coast of Japan. A frequent visitor to the U.S. military base in Daegu, South Korea, has tested positive for the coronavirus. In cases in South Korea, it's got the 4th largest amount of cases in the world, and they have quadrupled since Friday. Rami Inocencio reports from Daegu.
Here in South Korea's city of Daegu, the country's 4th biggest, coronavirus cases have quadrupled since Friday. Empty streets have become the new normal for the city of 2.5 million residents. Taegu is also home to more than 2,500 U.S. military servicemen and women. CBS News was granted access to the U.S. Army garrison here, with temperature screenings and the same questions for all visitors.
Can I take everybody's temperature?
And today, a first for the U.S. military in Korea. A 61-year-old woman linked to an American soldier at this base has now tested positive for coronavirus. Colonel Edward Blanco is the face of the base, giving health and personnel updates on Facebook Live.
On a personal level, how are you feeling with the situation outside?
I'm nervous, but I feel confident too. The coronavirus is really harsh on people who are vulnerable. Our population relative to the regular population is not vulnerable. Still though, we're all nervous about it.
Meanwhile, in the U.S., people are protesting against plans to quarantine patients in California and Alabama from the virus-stricken Diamond Princess cruise ship anchored in Yokohama, Japan. The Trump administration backed off plans for Alabama, but is confident in the country's response to a potential outbreak.
We have the greatest doctors in the world. We have it very much under control.
And here in Daegu, this city is basically under a state of emergency, but not under an official lockdown, at least not yet. As for the capital, Seoul, the government is now under increasing pressure. For example, Parliament has now shut for its first time in history. That's after an infected person now confirmed walked through its halls last week. Ramy Inocencio, CBS News, Daegu, South Korea.
Still ahead, people are preparing to get their dance on, all in the name of a great cause in just a few weeks. How you can help out and enjoy yourself at the same time. And meteorologist Joey Sovine will have all the details on when you'll need that umbrella this week. He says you will need it. And make sure you give us a follow on our Facebook page to stay on top of all you need to know ahead of this weekend's Democratic debate and then the Democratic primary.